Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a makeup declutter. This is not a massive, ruthless declutter. I'm only getting rid of 8 products, but I thought I would give you my thoughts. And yeah, if you're new to my channel, I like to do a balance of newer and old products. I like to project pan, shop my stash, but test new makeup as well. I have gotten some PR lately, so a couple of the things here, actually only 2 or 3 I got in PR, and there's nothing bad in this declutter. They're just products that I'm not using and I can just give them to someone else. There's only like one thing that's really, really old that I think I should throw away, but the rest is in good condition and I can just give to someone else. So yeah, like I said, none of these are bad. Some of these are, better than others. And yeah, I upload 4 videos a week, so stay tuned for more. If you are interested in declutters, I did post an eyeshadow palette collection in declutter at the beginning of the year, so I will link that in the cards because I did go through my entire massive eyeshadow collection. I do have 3 palettes that I am going to be getting rid of today. So yeah, let's just get started. The first product that's going to be leaving my collection is this, and I do like this, I just don't use it. This is the Black Radiance Corrector, and it's a really nice peach corrector. It's actually very creamy and very nice, but I've had this for almost 2 years now, and I just don't use it that often. And for, a cream product, it's kind of getting up there. I mean, I still think it works fine. It's a really nice product. It is. I don't know. For me, foundation and concealer is enough. I've decided. I bought this at a time where I was very overly focused on my hyperpigmentation and I wanted to cover it up, and I don't know. I'm just kind of over it at this point. I'd rather keep my makeup routine more simple. I don't want to do corrector, foundation, concealer. It's just too much. So this is a good product though. I do like it, but I'm just not using it anymore. So there's no point to keeping it around. This next product, this is one of the few items here I will say is not a product I really like. I don't think this is that good. This is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and there is so much from e.l.f. that I love. It's one of my favorite brands, honestly. But this is just lacking in pigmentation. I have to really, really build this up. It is creamy, it is nice. I like the shade. I have the shade Tan Lines, but I have to really, really build this up. And I have other cream bronzers. I'm wearing cream bronzer from Berry M today. I have the one from Fenty Beauty. I have the one from Rare Beauty, and those are they're pigmented and easy to blend. Whereas the e.l.f. one is just, it's too sheer for my preferences. That's really the only reason I don't use it. And so yeah, this is gonna go. Like I said, this is not some ruthless declutter, but I do have 2 lip products that I do want to get rid of because I'm not really using them, and these are getting older. And now I know that most lip products, they will say, yeah, 12 months is the average, and it is something you're putting on your mouth. And so, a little bit riskier there, but I go by when the product has a weird taste or the texture changes or something like that. And neither has happened with these products, but this one is particularly really old. This gloss is almost 4 years old, and that's just kind of starting to creep me out at this point. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills in Toffee, and I really do like this gloss. I think it's a really pretty neutral color. It's very pigmented. It still smells pretty good, actually. These have a bit of a fruity scent if you have these, but almost 4 years for a lip gloss. I admit I'm getting a little grossed out by that, so I've decided to throw that away because it's just, ugh. I think that's a little too old. This one is, I'm trying to remember now. I think this I've had for 2 years, and I like this, but I don't like the applicator and I don't reach for it because of that. This is the Clarins lip gloss in shade 7. It's a really pretty pink. I really like this color, but I don't like this applicator. Honestly, it grosses me out. It's just a personal preference thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but it's just, I prefer doe foots. I don't like these products that have like these sponge tips because I don't know, it just makes me feel icky. I don't like it. So that's why I'm going to get rid of that one. But I do actually like both of those glosses. I have plenty of other lip gloss though, so no need to keep them around. Okay, this is something I did get in PR last year. Odin's Eyes sent me quite a few of their blushes, and this is just the one that I haven't used very much, so I figure I can give it to someone else because it's in perfect condition. I think I've used it like twice, and I really like their blush formula. I am going to keep all the other colors that they sent me. I think they are beautiful. This is just my least favorite out of them, I would say. This is the shade Water Lily. It has some shimmers in it. They don't really show up on the face very much, but I mean, this is like in brand new condition, and I like the other shades a lot better, so I figure I can just give this to someone else and they can get better use out of it. All right, and the last three items are eyeshadow palettes. These are all good condition, so I can give them to someone else. And the first one actually, a little sad. It doesn't really make me that sad to be honest. This is the Wayne Goss eyeshadow palette, the Luxury Eye Palette in Imperial Topaz. I got this in the Beautylish Lucky Bag, and this is a nice palette. I've used it twice since I got it. However, it's not blowing me away. It's not the most amazing formula ever. It's nice. It's obviously very neutral, simple colors. But I have these shades over and over again, and I think this formula is good, but I don't know, it's not wowing me. It's really not. I think it's nice, so I can just give this to someone else, like my sister or something who doesn't have a million eyeshadow palettes. I have over 90 eyeshadow palettes, so I just don't need to be keeping around something like this that I just know that I'm really not going to use. So, and I know that a lot of people love these Wayne Goss palettes. Like I said, it is good, but I'm just not getting the use out of it, and I prefer other formulas over this formula. So, you know, and honestly, everything else I got in my lucky bag was really fantastic, and this is the only thing I'm decluttering from the lucky bag that I got. So it was a good lucky bag. I'm really happy about it. Okay, this is something I got in PR recently from ColourPop, and I did talk about these quads in a recent video about drugstore favorites or best products under $10. These are exactly $10, and they sent me 4 of these quads, and I'm keeping the other 3. I love them. This one is just colors I have a lot in my collection. It's kind of like the Wayne Goss palette. I have these and I could just give it to someone else. So this one is called Feelin' Coconutty, and I have used it. It's really nice. Like I said, so I'm wearing the purple one today, and I just feel like the purple one, the pink one, and the mango one, they're more interesting to me. They're more fun. I have so many neutrals that I don't need to keep this around, but I do think that these quads are really good. Like I said, they are $10, and I'm wearing the purple one today, and I think it's great. Then the last one, okay, this palette, I really debated whether I'm going to get rid of it, but I'm just never been wowed by it. This is the Marc Jacobs Glambition palette. I know, and they are not making Marc Jacobs products anymore, but I don't want to keep it around just for that reason. So this was in my Shop My Stash in January, and I did a couple looks with it, and I liked it. But I kind of feel the same way as I do about these palettes. I have these shades over and over again, and something I've been doing this year is, like I said, I have over 90 eyeshadow palettes, so every time I use one of my palettes, I will write it down, and I'm keeping an ongoing list of all of my palettes that I've used this year, and at this point, I've used about half of my palettes. So I've been using a different palette almost every day. I'm just really trying to experiment. I don't want to leave stuff neglected. And honestly, after I used this palette, I didn't feel the urge to use it again. It's good. It's a good formula. It really is, but it is very, very basic. And I have these shades in so many formulas, and I just have other formulas that I prefer, like the Natasha Denona or even Dose of Colors. I don't know. this palette is good, but it's just not wowing me. I feel the same way about the Wayne Goss palette. And this one, like I said, I really like it, but I have a lot of neutrals. I don't want to keep stuff around that I know I'm not going to reach for anytime soon. It just seems silly. So yeah, that's it for this declutter. Not a lot, but except the lip products, I can give these to someone else. And yeah, those lip products, especially that Anastasia gloss, 4 years for a lip gloss is a bit too much for me. I'm like, okay, this needs to go. But I am on a low buy this year. I have gotten some PR, like I said, but I'm trying not to buy that much. I'm trying to test out some new things and also focus on the products that I have. Project panning, shopping my stash. I truly love doing that. I want to really rotate through my entire makeup collection, and these products I am just not using and not feeling the urge to use. So that is it for this video. Let us know if you've done any declutters lately. Like I said, I will link that eyeshadow palette declutter video that I did earlier this year. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.